This is Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat, this is K9RMR, currently monitoring.
Hey Randall, how you doing? N9CJT.
K9RMR. Hey Noel, how you doing? Have you survived the coronavirus so far?
You mean the Chicken Little virus?
I don't know. I don't think the names really matter, but yeah. So far we're doing okay.
Sure. Oh, I guess I should ask, do you know the story of Chicken Little?
Isn't he the one that was always afraid that the stars were falling?
He went around saying the sky is falling, because he got hit on the head by an acorn.
Okay, I hadn't heard the acorn story. I remember they used to have a cartoon about he was always afraid the stars were falling. So I'd never heard the acorn story. So how are you doing?
Real good. You guys okay up there?
Yeah, it's not too bad. We went to the store the other day and they ran out of toilet paper. We got the last two bags things of toilet paper, but aside from that, it's pretty good up here.
Well, if you get desperate, Rural King has 8 rolls of shop towels, the disposable kind, for $10.
Well, we're doing pretty good on toilet paper for now. And I figured if worst case scenario, we've got towels we could use, or we could always just hop in the shower.
You must have moved, Randall. You dropped out of the repeater.
Okay, how's this? Am I coming in good and clear now?
Well, because I was listening on the input and you were full scale there.
Well, you're coming in loud and clear, so it's good. I think aside from the fact they're shutting down everything, we're fine here, but it just seems like they're shutting down everything.
Roger on shutting down everything. Well, I don't know. I kind of like the lack of traffic. I don't get run over as often. Hi. Anyway, I could not hear you through the repeater. Apparently you've dropped your... So I'm upside down. I'm on 7.9 transmit and 1.9 listen, and I can hear you fine that way.
Well, I don't know what the deal is, but you're coming, like I said, you're 5x9, so no problems there.
Okay, and you are pegging my needle now on the input, so I'm not sure either. Well, I won't keep you, and there's a net coming up in 10 minutes. You going to check in?
Yeah, I was planning to check in. I'm just curious to see what... I hadn't checked in for the last couple of weeks, and I figured with all that's going on, I ought to check in and see what's going on and see what else is going on as far as everybody else dealing with the situation. They shut down our church until Easter. Like I said, a lot of the restaurants I hear are closed in Columbus, and I mean, it just seems like everything's shutting down. But as far as actually being sick or anything, I'm fine. So hopefully you're the same there.
Yep, we're good here too. And taking precautions just to keep the curve flattened, as they say. Well, anyway, won't keep you. Good to hear you on, though, so maybe run into you here when the net starts up. K9RMR, N9CJT.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, and N9CJT, this is K9RMR saying 73, and talk to you later.
N9CJT, KD9OW. Where?
Did you drop a bunch of that off the night I took my test? Was that you? Bunch of magazines.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
I wanted to say thanks. I had a lot to read. Now, I didn't learn much from it because I'm dumb, but I read a lot.
You're also funny. Anyway. Yeah, some of those were donated by K9SB, Gary, and some of them came from the stack in my office, and let's see, there was a third source, and I can't remember at the moment what it was, but yeah, I brought in a bunch right while you were taking your exam.
I just wanted to say thanks for that. I haven't got a chance to show my appreciation for that, but yep, I've done a lot of reading, and like I said, it's pretty neat, so I definitely appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome. Glad they went to good use. I hate to recycle those things when there's somebody out there that can benefit from them.
I understand. I greatly appreciate that. I haven't checked. Have I got on the email list lately? I haven't saw anything come through to my knowledge.
I did send you an invitation, and I sent you an email saying that I'd sent you an invitation. So if you haven't seen those, either check your email or look in your spam bucket.
Okay, I'll go check it out now. You're going to be around here a little bit later after the net.
Yes, sir. I'll be participating through the net, and if you want to give me a call afterwards, that's fine. I'll be on frequency. If for some reason you don't get them, maybe we should check email addresses, but I'll have my computer booted up by the time the net starts, and if for some reason Don gave me the wrong address or I copied it wrong or something, we can make corrections. But definitely look in your spam file. There should be an invitation directly from Yahoo Groups, and then there should be, right after that, there should be an email from me telling you that I was sending you an invitation and to be looking for it. So, that's all I've got, and I'll talk to you in a bit. KD9OWO and 9CJT. Back to you, Mike, for any final.
Alrighty, I'll check it out. I'll be ready after the net. Also, we did miss you at the meeting, but maybe you'll be at the next one. If we only have maybe 2 people show up, we might be able to have a crowd with 2, maybe 3. I don't know. We'll find out by then. I'll catch you later. KD9OWO.
CJT with a question, Joe.
And 9CJT, go ahead, K9OPL.
I think you just answered my question. I take it the meeting was called off?
Yes, affirmative. I called it off, and we all agreed to it, and I forgot to post it on CARC 79, so you guys would know as well, but yeah, we just felt that was the right choice.
Roger that. Flatten the curve. Anyway, frequency is yours, N9CJT.
Roger that. Okay. Thank you, Noel, and thanks for being there to cover. CQ, calling all stations to the South Central Area Net. This is KA9OPL, Kilo Alpha 9, Oscar Papa Lima. My name is Joe. I'll serve as net control for this session of the South Central Area Net. This net meets every Tuesday evening beginning at 8:30 p.m. local time on the Columbus Amateur Radio Club 2-meter repeater operating on a frequency of 146.79 megahertz with a minus offset and a PL tone of 103.5 hertz. Operators and practicing net procedures. All duly licensed amateur radio operators are invited to take part this evening. You do not need to pass traffic, nor do you need to be a member of any particular organization other than the ham community. To begin, I'll stand by for anyone holding emergency, priority, or welfare traffic. Please call me with the words break, break, and I will assist you with your traffic. Any non-emergency or routine type traffic this evening would like to present.
N9 CJT, one announcement.
Okay, I've got N9 CJT, Noel with one announcement. Any others with announcements?
Whiskey 9, Delta Bravo Alpha, I have an announcement.
W9DBA, any other announcements? Your announcement, please.
The bottom line is the Columbus Ham Fest will not take place. That's as much as I can tell you at this point as far as rescheduling or just skipping till next year. No discussions have taken place yet, but W9ICP reported to me last night after the executive board meeting of Mid-State Amateur Radio Club that they had confirmed that it would be very wise to cancel, so it's official. That is my announcement at 9CJT.
Okay, very good. Well, we did have that discussion at the CARC meeting last Thursday, and we were kind of hoping that we might be able to reschedule it later in the year, but that is all up in the air at the moment, I'm sure. Thank you, Noel. Scott, W9DBA, go ahead with your announcement.
Thank you, Joe. The Brown County ARES net is Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the Brown County repeater, 147.300 with a PL tone of 136.5. All amateur radio operators in Brown and surrounding counties are welcome and encouraged to participate. This is W9DBA, back to net control.
Okay, thank you, Scott. And this is K9OPL with the South Central Area Net. One more call for announcements. Do we have any others? Do we have any stations wishing for an informal or IF with another station after the net? Please call. No IFs. Reminder to all, please, when you check in, give your name, give your FCC call sign using standard ITU phonetics. You can also give it in plain English, but if you do that, please give it both ways because the phonetics make it much easier to copy. It's good practice for emergencies as well. I'll begin by taking anyone who would like to be short time. If you're short time, you will not be called for comments. So if you prefer to be short time, please come now.
Bill, Bartholomew County.
Bill, didn't get your call. You must not have keyed up. Anyway, can you give your call again, Bill?
Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Alpha Whiskey.
Kilo 9, Romeo Mike Romeo, repeat, K9RMR, Randall, Matthew Rueff, Taylorsville, Indiana.
Short time.
Whiskey Juliet 9, WJ Mike, Rush County, Indiana. Short time, please.
Hello, Mike. I think I got you right. Is it Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo? Is that correct?
Third QSL. Short time.
Okay, got you short time. Thanks for being there, Mike. Any other short time?
Kilo 9, Romeo Mike Romeo, repeat, K9RMR, Randall and Rueff, Taylorsville, Indiana, Bartholomew County.
November 9, Quebec Victor Oscar, Dave, Shelby County.
County.
Okay, I had almost a perfect double there, but I think I got you both. AC9 Tango Romeo and K9RMR, I believe that was you, Randall. N9QVO and KD9OWO. Any corrections? Hey, any other short time stations, please? Come now. Getting in at all, I just heard beeps. Trying to break the repeater squelch, but not getting any further than that. One more call for short times. This is K9OPL for the South Central Area Net. Regular check-ins, and I already have N9CJT, W9DBA, and myself. So, regular check-ins, suffixes Alpha through Hotel.
Golf 9 Delta Kilo, John, Columbus.
Alpha through Hotel. India through Romeo, please.
Whiskey 9 Mike Delta Tango. Mike, Columbus, Bartholomew County.
Evening Mike, W9MDT. Got you down. Any others? India through Romeo. This is Sierra through Zulu. Sierra through Zulu, please.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Sierra Mike Charlie, Don, Bartholomew County.
Let's go the entire alphabet. Alpha through Zulu for check-ins. And pick up some comments. We had a lot of short time check-ins, but we will go back to our list of regular check-ins, and I'll start with November 9, Charlie Juliet Tango. Go ahead, Noel.
Thank you, Joe. Not much to add other than I hope that we can all stay in touch, maybe better than usual, since we're not supposed to be getting out and about. Hi. It'd be kind of nice to turn the clock back 30 years and actually have community on the air. Those are my thoughts, and I'll stick by them. N9CJT back to net control. Thanks, Joe.
Yep, I agree. Actually, a few of us, in lieu of having an SCI-CSG meeting, we actually did get together on the SCI-CSG repeater for a good while. I also found out that right now, my orientation, I'm not hitting that repeater, so I joined in upside down mode and talked simplex. But hey, those things are good to know too. And I would agree, we ought to start making use of these repeaters. We do have this one and the 440. So those who may not know, the 70 centimeter repeater, 442. Wow, 443.075. I don't even know the frequency of my repeater that I'm the trustee for. Both the repeaters, that one's got a plus 5 megahertz, and the PL tone on both of them is 103.5. So that's good to have that information. W9DBA, Scott, your turn.
Good evening, Joe, and everyone on the net. I have been away for the past few weeks in the Purdue Master Gardener program, and Purdue has shut down all face-to-face meetings, so I'm back on the air on Tuesday nights, at least for the short term, and kind of sheltering in place here in Brown County. Got a text this morning that kind of told me to stay home, and in a good way, from my superior at work. So that's all right. But, I've got plenty of toilet paper, so life is good. And I guess that's really all I have got. I'm going to turn it back to you, Joe. This is W9DBA.
Okay, very good. And yeah, we've been asked to work from home for the next 3 weeks, starting this week, and have been doing that. Of course, I'm pretty well set up to do that anyway, since a lot of times we do weekend work, shift work, and because of the IT world, yeah, many times working odd hours and ungodly hours, and you do that from home. At least it's better than 35 years ago when you couldn't do it from home and you had to go across town. So that's a little bit of progress. KG9DK. John, good evening. Your turn.
This is KG9DK. Good evening, Joe, and the rest of the net. Not a whole lot to report. Trying to get used to the social distance that we're supposed to practice. And other than that, I'm waiting for the weather. I need to do a little painting. I've got some fiberglass pieces that I want to make a mask with, but I want to paint them black before I put them up so that the visibility would be less noticeable. Other than that, I'm just sort of waiting for better weather, I guess, is my excuse. I don't know what I'm going to use for an excuse once it gets here. But with that, I'll give it back to you, Joe. This is KG9DK, back to Net Control.
Yeah, I can understand that. And the weather is starting to head in that direction. It will officially be spring by the next time we have one of these nets. I do hope people will congregate on the air between now and then. I agree with Noel's assessment there. It'd be a good thing for us to do. Make use of the equipment that we have available to us. And for those of you who have D-Star equipment, Thursday night is, of course, the Indiana statewide D-Star net at 8 p.m. local time. And this week it's my turn to serve as net control. So, actually this weekend next. So, invite you all to that one. And let's see. So with that, I'll go to W9MDT. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Joe and Annette. I did have one, actually a minor addition to Noel's announcement, and that is, since there's not going to be a Hamfest, we won't be doing testing. So anyway, we've kept, at least for the time being, the April 21st date on the schedule for VE testing, but that'll be subject to change as the situation changes. So even though it's on the schedule right now, it may be removed or it may stay. Don't really know yet, and we'll wait until such time that we can predict what may be going on that Tuesday night. So anyway, if I heard Noel correct, he's actually suggesting that we use the radios that we're on right now. I don't know about that. That sounds kind of fishy to me. But anyway, don't have a whole lot. I participated in the Wisconsin QSO party, made somewhere around 15 contacts, and this weekend is the Virginia QSO party, and if your antenna's oriented in that direction, you may be able to make a few contacts down there as well. Anyway, not a lot going on here, but everybody be safe, take care of yourself, and with that, I'll turn it back to you, Joe. K9OPL, this is W9MDT, back to Net Control.
All right, sounds good, Mike, and thank you for your comments. Yeah, I think it's great that we have the one hobby that we don't have to worry about all this 6-foot rule and all this other stuff. Last time I checked, the virus will not travel on radio waves from point A to point B. I hope it does get caught on a few radio waves. Maybe we can burn some of it up. That'd be all right. But good opportunity for people to stay in touch the safe way. And I guess also it's already been announced that the 2020 Hamvention is not going to take place this year. So maybe the vendors will get smart and do an internet virtual Hamvention and let everybody buy things over the internet, for all those special deals that they offer during the Hamvention. I'm sure somebody else has had to think of that, so we'll see what happens. WB9SMC. Good evening, Don. Your turn.
Good evening, Joe, and the rest of the net. Nice to hear everyone on this evening. Nothing much of any significance to report. Taking advantage of the being housebound, or whatever you want to call it, working at FTA, and I'm just amazed. I don't know whether I'm living right or just lucky, but I'm here in DX. I don't remember even hearing back in the good old days, and the peak sunspot cycles going back to the 1970s, and I guess that's just the nature of FT8. But just for example, I heard a Croatia station, a 9A5W, was coming in, negative 4 dBs on the FT8, which is just incredulous. But anyhow, I hope others are taking advantage of the opportunity. And good to hear everyone on. Hope everyone stays well. So back to net control. WB9SMC clear.
Very good. Thank you, Don. And yeah, it's a good opportunity. I haven't been able to play with FT8. Right now, the only HF digital that I'm able to take advantage of is PSK31, but that's just a limitation because the software packages do not play well with my screen reader. One of these days, maybe I'll actually get some time and I'll try to write something that will bridge between some of those other software packages and make them speak better. But right now, that's not in my purview. I don't really have the time to do it with my regular work schedule. But anyway, glad you're having fun with it, and hope others do similar. It's always good to take advantage of and learn new technologies and have fun with them, keep the hobby interesting and alive. Well, this is K9OPL. I'm at the bottom of my current list. Therefore, I will stand by for additional check-ins. Anyone who would like to join us, please call now.
N9JFH and November 9, Juliet Foxtrot Hotel, Hoffman, Westport.
Comments?
Yeah, good evening to everyone on the net. I basically got here in on the tail end. I was down in Kentucky. Schools being closed. My daughter would have had to take off work without pay to stay home with him and also school him at home. And so we just went down there and picked him up, brought him back so she can keep her income coming. And so we just got back home. So I just heard the tail end of the net and thought I'd check in. 73s to everyone. Back to net control.
All right, very good. Well, I'm glad you made it in, and always good to have you on board. Appreciate that. And glad you had a good, safe trip. And as usual, thanks for being here. Well, this is K9OPL. Once again at the bottom of the list. Do we have any others who'd like to join us? Please call. Those of you who have joined us this evening at 8:55 local time, PM, I will close this net. Wish everyone a good evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy amateur radio while you got some time, especially if you do have extra time and while you're staying isolated. In the physical sense, we can stay in touch through the radios. Everyone have a good week ahead. This is K9OPL closing net and returning this repeater to normal amateur use. K9OPL clear 73 is all.
WO at 9CJT. Hi, Mike. Were you able to find the emails?
Yes, sir, I did. So I don't know what I did wrong. Overlooked at something, but yep, got it opened up now.
Cool. Okay, glad you got them, and hope that works for you. KD9OWO and 9CJT.
So I ain't dug in this yet. Is there a membership list on there with, like call signs, that kind of information?
Gosh, it's been so long since I looked at the website, I have no clue. If you're talking about the email list service, though, it's just a email reflector. Yahoo Groups has eliminated all other services besides just simply relaying emails to everybody.
Okay, that's not a problem. Maybe here in 6, 7, 8, 10 months when we're allowed to meet again, I might be able to get with you guys and get one then, a hard copy or something.
Let's see. Try carcnet.net. That's CARCNET.net, and see what you can find there. That's the website that is maintained by the club president.
Okay, hold a second. Let me run that up real quick while I got you here.
I'm here.
WB9SMC. He wants a list of what we know of hams that have been associated with the club at one time or another. That list that I sent you, I can doctor it up and make it pretty generic with nothing but names, call signs, etc. If that's what would be helpful.
I think that would be cool, and if you send one to Josh, he might actually be able to put it on the website.
Yeah, I can do that. I had a copy of that same thing I sent you to give to Josh at the club meeting, and then several people started paying dues, and I had something to write on, so I used the paper copy, but I'll go ahead and I can send an electronic copy via email. And it won't be totally inclusive of all the hams in Bartholomew County because there are those that maybe have not yet been associated with the club. But it'll be the same as what I sent you, without any of the other information. This included just the name and call sign.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So, yeah, you've got Mike's email address, don't you?
Yes, I do. Same as the one I sent to you.
Cool. Okay. Well, go ahead and send him a copy then once you get that put together, and include one for Josh with a short explanation of why I asked you to send it to him, and I think that'll help. Give people a little more idea of who's out here.
Problem, they should be able to do that. And it's nice to be able to see the forest and the trees. So anyhow, I don't know if I'll get to it tonight, but one thing I was going to send you, either call you or send you an email. My Bofang that I'm having issues with transmitting what appears to be or seems to be off frequency on 7.9. I'm going to do a total reset on that radio and see if that makes a difference. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm just curious. I don't want to throw the thing in the trash, if it's not warranted. But anyhow, I'll play with it and reset it, and we'll see.
Okay, well sometimes that does work. Barb has one of the original Kindles, and she did a total reset on it this past weekend, and it works a lot better than it did. So who knows? Well, good luck with that, and Mike, if you're still around, does that answer your question?
Absolutely, and I appreciate both of you's help on that. Yeah, I think a list would be nice, especially for new people. We can kind of put some names and faces and numbers and all that together. It's hard for me to remember everybody, even though you guys are used to it. So I think that would really help where that's a tangible item for us. I really appreciate it.
Good deal. Okay. Well, gentlemen, I just remembered I got to take the trash out, so I'm going to say 7-3 for the moment, and I'll be listening once I get that task done. KD9OWO and WB9SMC. And by the way, thanks, Don, for jumping in. N9CJT is clear for the moment.
Said that would help out a lot. I'll be watching the email to get that in, and no, it's not anything I'm in a big hurry about. Just like to get a hold of it here before long, so no big deal. This is KD9OWO.
No, real good. Not a problem. I can print up that list and massage that a little bit with Microsoft Word, and I think I can get you exactly what you want. And I agree. It's nice to associate a name with a face, etc. I know all through my working career, I could remember when a customer would purchase and what kind of projects I worked on, but I'll be darned if I could remember a name. And I don't know what that's considered. It wasn't dyslexic or, it wasn't dementia or anything like that. I just could not remember names, but I could sure remember whatever work we did together. So anyhow, I'll get that taken care of, and you'll be seeing that in your email, WB9SMC.
Up, yo. I'm also monitoring.